Hey guys, so my nephew just sent me an article about how down in Florida, this falls under the category of more Corona crazies. Down in Florida, they have decided that it's a good practice to open up the hotels, but not the Airbnb or vacation rentals. I think what we got going on here is maybe the hotel lobby at work, because it makes no sense. There is no logical reason why a hotel is safer than an individual Airbnb unit. For example, in our case, my husband and I own and operate a short-term rental here in Nashville. It's called Chateau on Monroe. Oh, and by the way, we are just about to add another rental to our portfolio. It's a tiny home up in Monteagle, Tennessee. It's going to go online the 1st of June, and it's called Leprechaun Lodge. We're very excited about it. So reach out to us here and we'll give you more information and how to book and stay. It's an incredible development. We're happy to be a part of it. Anyway, back to Florida and the craziness. You know, if you think logically, is it really safer to go stay in one? I'll use Nashville as an example. Would it really be safer to go stay in one of the big hotels downtown where you're constantly passing people in the lobbies and the corridors, huge amount of people in a relatively small space, even if they're trying to social distance? Or would it be better to stay with us here at Chateau on Monroe or someplace like us here in Nashville, where our guests have a completely separate entrance, their own parking pad. They never have to come near us. There is always, if they so choose, there is a wall, a door that separates us completely from them. And here's something to ask yourself. Who's going to take more of a vested and personal interest in making sure that your lodging area is going to be as clean and as sanitized as humanly possible? A host who has a vested interest in their own property, or a maid? I'm not knocking maids. They work very hard, and especially right now, they deserve a raise. But think about it. A vacation rental host is going to care much more and work much harder to make sure that that unit is as clean and sanitized as possible, because we have a personal, vested financial interest in the safety of our guests. We're not some big corporate conglomerate. We live and work where our guests stay. But another aspect of that whole issue is how we clean our Airbnb unit. We have always had procedures in place where we make sure that our cleaning person goes down a very specific checklist, and that unit is cleaned thoroughly between guests. But with the advent of COVID, we have put a whole new layer of cleaning procedures on top of that. We go through and we personally, we put on our gloves and we get our disinfectant and we disinfect every counter surface in that unit. We disinfect every single doorknob, every single light switch plate, all the handrails going down the stairs, so that by the time our guests show up, they are coming into a completely and totally sterile environment, as much as we can make it, because we care about our guests on a personal level. We have gotten to know so many of you, and we have loved every one of our groups. I miss you guys. I miss the sounds, the laughter, the good times, the frivolity that goes on upstairs. Yes, even a lot of noise. And we are so grateful for each and every person that has stayed with us. Kind of getting a little emotional here, because we have been able to witness some of the greatest events in people's lives. We've gotten to be a part of it, and we miss it. But I can tell you this, we're not going anywhere. We're going to be here when this city eventually, and it will, when it opens up, we're going to be here. And we're going to be ready with open arms to welcome our guests once again. So let them close down the Airbnbs in Florida. But you know what? This too will pass. And eventually, and we're cheering for you guys down in Florida, because this shouldn't happen anywhere in the United States. It isn't fair. If you're going to open up the hotels and motels, you should allow those Airbnb hosts and owners to open up their units as well, and trust that we will do the right thing, that we will keep the safety of our guests paramount in our minds and in our hearts. So you know what? They can make their rules, but they won't last forever. We are excited and we are looking forward to the day when this city, this beautiful music city, opens back up, and it will. It's coming. We can feel it. So if I've piqued your interest about any of this, reach out. If you want to stay with us, if you want to book with us, you can find us here in Nashville at www.chateauonmonroe.com. I'll spell it for you. CHATEAUONMONROE. Reach out to us, book that trip to Nashville. Also, stay tuned, because we're working really hard to link our new tiny home rental in Monteagle, Tennessee, to the site, to the website and the social media for Chateau on Monroe. So we'll have more information coming there really soon. But if you are interested in that, reach out to us at Chateau on Monroe as well. Thank you for letting me rant just a little bit. I hope that you're staying safe and well throughout this coronavirus craziness. And I want to encourage you to, let's remember that we're not all in the same place, but we're all in this together. We are all Americans together. We will survive this virus, and we will return stronger than ever before.